guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Danielle if you haven't been here before. Today I did a tutorial on this look. I am using the brand new Lorac I Love Brunch palette. I am going to be completely honest, I only bought this palette because it is titled I Love Brunch, and guilty. I love brunch. It is literally my favorite thing ever. So the shades in here are just so pastel and pretty. And the names is honestly, I mean, that's what sold me. I mean, there's a freaking shade called Mimosa. You just can't win. Like, that is my favorite thing ever, mimosas and brunch. So, I mean, some of these shades, like Eggs Benny, gluten-free, hot sauce, avocado toast, which is this pretty blue color. I did really like this palette. It blends really well because it's super buildable. The colors are really buildable, but it doesn't, it's not like one swatch and you have like this big pop of color. Like, as you can see, my eye look is pretty mild. It's really not that intense, and I had to do a lot of building, which in some aspects was irritating, especially like on my lower lash line where I really wanted a ton of blue to pop. It was kind of irritating. I had to keep going over and over and over and over and over it. But I did get the color and it still came out really pretty, and I don't regret buying this because I love brunch. So that's really all you needed to hear from me for that. The Anastasia Beverly Hill Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit. This is brand new. It just released. The packaging is so pretty. It's like a pink sparkled package. I'm not going to talk too much about this because I actually am going to film just a review on just this. So if you want to see that, I will put the link below. Also, if you want to see how I achieved this look, just keep watching. So the first thing I started off with was my Nars Concealer, and I just put this all over the top of my eyes as a base. As I was doing that, I realized that the brunch palette actually came with a little Lorac primer. So I actually decided to just add that on. It's called Behind the Scenes Eye Primer. I figured if it came with it, I should probably use it, so that's what I did. I just topped it on top of that. Then going in with the Lorac I Love Brunch palette, which I really loved. It came with a little brush, and actually that brush is really nice. It's kind of pokey, so it picks up a lot of powder that's very dusty, but other than that, it blends really well. And the first shade that I went in with was Pancakes, and I did that just to set my primer. The next shade that I went in with is Mimosa, and obviously that's my favorite shade. I don't even think it's really my favorite shade. I think I just love the name. It's actually not that incredible of a color. As you can see, like I mentioned before, you really have to build these colors up. I mean, I like am consistently rubbing and rubbing and rubbing. So I'm sorry that these scenes are really long. I'm just trying to show you how much you have to build these color up to see the pigment. And I like sped through this. Like, I sped this up and it's still, you can see how long I took to just get the color. The next shade I jump into is Hot Sauce, even though I actually kind of hate that name. This is probably my favorite color in the palette. It's so pretty, and it doesn't take quite as much building up to see the color, but you definitely still have to build it up to get the exact color that you want. Next I went in with Sorbet. This is kind of like a plummy, like a really pastel plum color, and I just added that to my crease also. This color is really pretty, but again, none of the pigments in here honestly are really intense or incredible, but they are pretty. They're just kind of hard to make a look when you have to continuously blend in, and as you can see, you can't really tell the difference between the colors. And then I tried to use Valet, which is kind of like a gray color, in my outer corner. However, as you can see, you like don't see it at all, so I just changed my mind and went in with French Toast. I don't think French Toast really does the job either, but I definitely gave it a shot, and I just blended it into my outer corner and then blended that into my crease as well. It's really not that pigmented. This palette definitely lacks like a good dark color to add to your outer corner. which is kind of disappointing, but it is a pastel palette, so you can't really expect much. Then I went in with this Tarte palette. It's just the little throw confetti like kindness, or throw kindness like confetti, and I just went in with the shade Dream Team to add that darkness to the outer corner. I felt like this look really needed it because it was super pastel and I felt like a toddler. So I just added that in there with another palette. You can use whatever palette you want. And then I used the MAC Fix Plus. I sprayed that on my brush, and I went in with Gluten Free, which is a really kind of shimmery white color, and I just put that all over my lid. I think this color is a decent amount of pigment, but it's kind of weird that the white's more pigmented than the colors, so I don't know how much I loved that. So I had to go back on with hot sauce because I just felt like the white was way too white in comparison to the lack of pigment with the rest of the colors. Then I went in with my Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. I got a little sample in my Ipsy bag. I do really like this primer, so I just use it. The next thing I used was my Tarte foundation. This is actually new and the first time I used it, and I actually really love it. At first I tried to apply this with a beauty blender. It didn't really give me any coverage with a beauty blender, so I just put it on the brush and then blended it out that way. And my shade in that is, I actually don't know. I was just looking at it on the packaging and I can't find it. Then I use my Nars Concealer and I just put that underneath my eyes. I do really like this concealer. I know I should be using my Tarte Shape Tape, but I just love this one so much more. And then I put it down the bridge of my nose, on the top of my forehead, and right on my chin. I got a little bit in my eyebrow, but that's okay. And then I blended that out with my damp beauty sponge. This is just the Real Techniques one. I just like this one a lot and I don't want to spend $20 on a sponge. I'd rather spend $20 on something else. And I just blended that out. The next thing I did was I used this Cover XF setting powder. It's not translucent, it's actually in the shade Light. I don't know if I like this at all. I just got it. It was like $10 and I thought I would try it. I don't necessarily think I hate it, but I just don't think that it would work as well as, you know, normal translucent powders. I don't think it made my concealer crack or anything, but I think that's more so that the Nars is just really good. And I just let it sit there and I wiped it off. So for my bottom lash line, I went in with Mimosa, and I'm pretty sure, I swear, I'm only choosing this color because of the name. I mean, like, you can still even see right there, you can hardly see that color. I mean, it's a really pretty color, but, you know. So I actually, after Mimosa, jumped directly into Avocado Toast, because that's really what I wanted my lower lash line to be. And again, I had to continuously blend this into my lower lash line. I wanted this color to kind of stand out a lot more than it does, but no matter how much I blended or added layers, I couldn't. I probably could have gone lower onto my eye, but I just didn't feel like it was a smoky enough look to really need to do that. It's not bad, I just really wanted, I really wanted that color to just pop. I know these clips are really long, but I just wanted to show you guys how much you have to build these colors. And then I used my Tarte Maneater eyeliner. I love this eyeliner, and I actually tried to do it on camera for you guys to see how bad I am at doing it on camera. It actually came out pretty good, and I used the felt tip side, and I did a mini wing. I didn't really do anything crazy because I felt like it was kind of a subtle look, but I definitely felt like it needed a little bit of extra. Okay, well, I didn't do that bad on the eyeliner, but it is a lot harder to do it on camera. And I did mess up that side. I had to fix it a little bit, but I did that off camera because... And then I used this Naked Going Native palette, and like I said, I just brushed this across my face. I really do love doing this. It just adds that little pinch of color to my cheeks before I actually get into, you know, bronzer and stuff. And then I went in with the Dazzle Don't Let Anyone Dull Your Shine Tarte Contour Palette, the one that I told you guys I really didn't know if I was going to try again, but I decided to try it again. I actually do like it this time. I don't really know what I did differently, but for some reason I really liked it this time. For this, I'm just using that e.l.f. brush that I stole from my friend. I freaking love this brush. I'm probably going to buy like 6 of these because I really love this brush. It works so good for contouring and it blends it out all at the same time. Next, I just used the mini sample of the Lights Camera Lashes Tarte Mascara for my bottom lashes. I figure I need to stop opening all these mascaras because I can't use them all. So I just decided to use the sample one. I feel like it was perfect for my bottom lashes. Oh, and I did do my eyelashes off camera. I'm sorry, I just cannot do that on camera quite yet. But I am getting better. It took me like approximately 3 minutes less than it normally does. But it takes me like 15 minutes to put them on. So, one day, guys, one day. And the lashes I'm wearing are just the Ardell ones, which, I don't know. And then I used my Papa Don't Peach blush. I love this blush so much. I felt like the kind of darker peach color looked really good with that hot sauce shade on my eye, so I just put that along my cheekbones, and I'm using a Sephora blush brush. Then the Anastasia New Glow Kit. I love it. It's seriously so pretty, guys. If you're interested, I will link the review that I did on this down below. And the shade I used for this is Kitty Cat. And then I went in with the Luxie brush. I got this in my Ipsy bag and I was so happy that I got it in there. And this is the 514 blush brush. It is a really soft, pretty brush, and I love that it's pink. Oh my god. Seriously, guys, the glow on this is incredible. But I'm not going to say too much because I did make a review on it. But Kitty Cat is definitely gorgeous. And as usual, I went in with my Tarte lip paint. These are the Quick Dry Matte Lip Paints. These are my favorite, absolute favorite. And Rosé is my go-to color. I pick this color up for literally everything. I have like 4 or 5 new lipsticks that I haven't even tried yet because I always pick up this one. It's my favorite. And go figure, when I went to put it back in, I got it down the side, therefore got it all over myself. And I used that Going Native highlight for my nose because I just didn't want it to be like a super intense glow, which I know I'm saying that, but I just didn't feel like it was the right look. So I just used that, and then my Urban Decay All Nighter Setting Spray. I always try to go through the samples before I use my full size, so I'll just use the sample. And the final step to this look is just taking the bobby pins out of the side of my head and just fixing it up. But that's it for this look. If you liked this palette, let me know in the comments. I definitely like it. And if you liked this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. And thank you so much for watching. I really hope that you subscribe to my channel so you can see more. And I did link that review in my biography. But thank you so much, guys, for watching, and I hope you have a great day. Bye!